Hello! This is the last video for practicing Meant to Be, and for this one I'd like you to turn to the very last page of your packet. This one says all strings on the top, and it says all strings because we're going to be strumming all 6 strings of the guitar for this one. So let's look at our chords one at a time here. First we've got the G chord. And as you can see, we're going to use fingers 1, 2, and 3. And they're going to be on a green dot on the 3rd fret, another green dot on the 3rd fret, and also on this green and yellow dot on the 2nd fret. 1, 2. So let's find all of those spots on our guitar. I'm going to start on this side just because that's where I'm going to start. So I need my middle finger on this 3rd fret on the low string. That's right here. And then I need this green and yellow dot with my pointer finger. Right there. And then I need, with my ring finger, this 3rd fret on the high string. So that's right here. So what I like to do once I found a whole big chord shape is I'm going to study my hand. I'm going to look at my hand and think about where my fingers are. I'm going to think about how it feels for them to be there. And I'm going to pick all my fingers up, look at those green spots, there, there, and there, and then put my fingers back down. At first, I'll have to find one at a time. Find one at a time. But eventually, I would like to be able to pick my fingers up and put them right back down, all at the same time. So there's the G chord. For this one, we can strum all 6 strings of the guitar. So what you can do when you strum it is you can just take your pick and bring it all the way back here and strum all the way through. Then bring your pick right back, strum all the way through. All 6 strings. Keep bumping the camera. So let's practice strumming that G chord together. Go ahead and put your fingers down on their green dots. Ring finger here, pointer finger here, and middle finger here. Let's strum it 8 times together. Remember to squeeze nice and tight and stand those fingers up nice and tall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well done. Let's try the G. Sorry, we already did the G. Let's try the E minor chord right here. So for this one, we've color-coded our E minor as a yellow chord, but both of these spots for the E minor are multicolor spots. So we're going to be looking for this green and yellow spot on the 2nd fret of the 5th string. And we're going to be looking for this 4-color spot on the 2nd fret of the 4th string. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, one thing that's very important that's going to help us get from the G to the E minor very smoothly is this. This pointer finger note. This pointer finger note on the green and yellow spot is the same. So when you go from G to E minor, you want to leave your pointer finger down. Don't pick that pointer finger up. But we do need to move our middle finger from right here to right here. So, if I was playing my G chord, just like we were doing, green, green and yellow, and green, When I switch to my E minor, my pointer finger, this one, is going to stay right there, and the other ones go away. And now, let's peek under here. That 4-color one is right there, right next to my pointer finger. So when my pointer finger stays, my middle finger is going to come right over and be buddies with my pointer finger. Right there, and I'm going to squeeze them both in there as close together as I can. Right there, because here's the 2 yellows. So my pointer finger stays, and my ring finger comes right over close. And once again, we get to strum all 6 strings for this one. Let's strum it together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Very nice. Now let's try the C chord. So for the C chord here, we've got red dots, and we're going to get one with our ring finger, one with our middle finger, and one with our pointer finger. And look here. This 4-color dot is the same 4-color dot from the E minor chord. So when you go from E minor to C, your middle finger stays put on that multicolor dot. Your middle finger stays put. So let's go back to our E minor with these 2 yellow spots. So now when we switch to the C, your middle finger, that's this one, is going to stay right there on that multicolor dot. Everything else goes away, and I need to get these other 2 red dots. Here's one, and here's one. And there they are. There's my C chord. Here is my E minor. My middle finger stays down, and I move to the red dots. Now when we strum the C, we do not want to strum all 6 strings. We want to strum only 5 of them. So I'm going to put my pick right here. I'm going to skip that really thick one. I'm going to put my pick here. Sorry, that sounded kind of sour. I had the wrong fingers down. There we go. Only 5 strings. And give the camera a bump there. Okay, so let's practice strumming that C chord together. We'll start with our fingers where they were for the E minor, the 2 yellows. Middle finger stays down, and we find the red ones, just like that. Let's strum that C together 8 times. And remember, you want to squeeze nice and tight, using your thumb to help out, maybe pulling with your arm a little bit. And stand those fingers up nice and tall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.